We decided to take another break from the city and do a quick kayak trip, and then also we're going to have a nice picnic today. Looking forward to this pretty nice day out, not super hot either, so we're going to make it a great time. This so far seems like the deepest lake that we've been kayaking in since I've been kayaking with Michelle. And I can tell this because I put my oar down into the water and it literally is deeper than my entire oar. So we don't know how exactly deep it is, and we're not even close to the middle yet. But might take a dip in there in a little bit and check it out, see if I can get to the bottom or not. I don't know why, but this lake kind of sort of reminds me of a Psych episode called Tuesday the 17th, where Gus and Sean go to their childhood camp lake that was closed down because someone died, and these people are reopening it because to make it a scary camp, kind of like a haunted house except a camp, and they're basically the test subjects without Sean knowing, and that's the premise for it. But I get that eerie feeling like that Tuesday the 17th lake. The only thing is that this lake, it's the middle of the day out and not nighttime. So we have that going for us.
It's kind of a creepy lake out here.
Being on the water is such a fun experience. I've been doing a decent amount since I was young, and one of my favorite times was when I went to Peru with a family vacation about 6-7 years ago, something around that time. And we went to the Amazon for about 4 or 5 days, and part of it was we went out looking for these crocodiles. They weren't called crocodiles, they're called something else over there, but they're vicious, but we didn't end up finding any. We went on at night looking for those, so it was like scary but fun at the same time. But like I said, we didn't find any. We also went out looking for some pink dolphins, which it's the only place to find pink dolphins, and unfortunately we didn't find any of those either. We did go piranha fishing, and I caught the most piranhas out of anybody that was piranha fishing on our boat, which I think was just our family actually, but I still won. I caught the most, and man, those suckers have huge teeth for how small they are. We also ended up jumping off on the boat too, I think when we were looking for the pink dolphins, just in a spot where you could swim, that our guide said we could anyway, which it's good we were with a guide. He also told us about these fish that go and bite the male genitalia. So myself, my brother, and my dad were pretty afraid because, you know, that would hurt, to put it simply. But of course, it would have major problems if that were to happen. That reminds me of reading or seeing or hearing something about some kind of parasite, I think, that climbs up into your urethra when you're peeing, such as when you're peeing into a river most of the time. And that always terrified me to pee into a river because, yeah, like something crawling up your urethra that's a parasite just sounds awful. Whenever we go kayaking, it's always funny because I bring flip-flops like a normal person going kayaking, but Michelle, she wears her tennis shoes and actually her Adidas Superstars, so they're more like athleisure shoes. And she just sets them on top of her kayak. This is how you stay above water. Oh, a fish took it! Oh, fish took it! Swimming to the bottom. Not even close. It's so deep.
It is?
It's more than 10 feet, I would say. I went maybe 15 feet down.
What?
Maybe not that far, maybe like 10.
I hate you.
But I didn't even get to the bottom. So,
This is
I didn't feel
definitely,
any seaweed either.
this is definitely a lake I could die in.
Wow, it was really deep when I jumped in. At least 10 feet, and I couldn't even touch the bottom, so I assume it was a lot farther. I didn't even touch any seaweed, so real deep. When I look at a lake this size, it makes it look like I could swim the whole distance of it from one side to the other pretty easily. But then when I just swam to my kayak, which wasn't all that far away, my arms were fairly tired. Maybe I just need to swim more. It's a really good workout, burns lots of calories. It's pretty windy out here, and we keep drifting to one side, so then we have to keep paddling back to the middle. It's like a circle, except more like a line and bounces back. Kind of like a bouncy ball, maybe. It reminds me of the song, Slowly Drifting, Drifting Away, except it's more like, Fastly Drifting, don't find the middle, have to paddle really hard all the time.
Okay, so one, let's talk about how Jacob's been really into songs. And all of your songs, Jacob, are either super off tune or just like don't end up in a... They're not concise, but I encourage it.
While. Well, let's give this a good old try. Woohoo!
Don't hit me.
Well, I used to be better. Could use some practice though. Brought the infamous Packers Super Bowl, I think Super Bowl 36 blanket. It's from the 1997. It was in 1997. It was the 1996-97 season that the Packers won, with Brett Favre at QB, Mike Holmgren at coach, Reggie White, the Minister of Defense. Love, love, love the Packers. Who's winning?
Me.
Nah. It was a great picnic. We had a great time. And it's beautiful out right now. Right at sunset. Exactly on the dot. So I'll leave it there.